What's up, Rogues Gallery? It's your boy Hugo Strange one more time. So before we get into today's video, I decided that I'm gonna start to do shorter topical videos. This way it'll help me keep my videos short and to the point and a little bit more focused. Once again, I would like to thank you guys for being patient with my channel, or at least with this series, because I know I haven't been releasing it on a consecutive schedule. And I will get into the reasons why in a later video, or probably by the end of this one. I'm not sure yet. It all depends on how quickly we move to this one. Anyway, enough of all that. Credits.
They say impossible could never be done, but is it possible that I'll be the one? So any obstacle will be overcome with every chord that has never been sung. So I tell them like, I know it, I know it, I know that I'm here to stay. But what's time and where's here? You have X amount of minutes.
So I was figuring out what to talk about, and I wanted to talk about this for a long time now. In my Pat's Day Arsenal review, someone said in the comments something akin to, why can't Pat's Day use jokes against Arsenal? Arsenal is not magically impervious to jokes. Something along those lines that got me thinking as to why I said that jokes were not the right way to go against Arsenal. So it got me thinking about something very important in the battle world that I don't think a lot of people talk about. Battle tactics. You're damn right. Battle tactics. To clear up a common misconception, not every battler can battle every battler. Sometimes you're gonna have an incredibly painful class of styles that will just make the battle awkward to watch. I mean, seriously, can you guys imagine a Sharon Head Ice battle? Loaded Lux versus Tricky P? You guys get the picture. Understand something here, my word is not scripture, it's not etched in stone. But I believe that the way certain battlers battle is a clear way on how to go about battling them. Let's take the battle in question, Arsenal versus Pat's Day. Despite my personal feelings about Arsenal, I believe, and to this day I don't think I will ever say differently, that Arsenal cannot be out-rapped. I think it's virtually impossible to out-rap Arsenal. And by out-rap, what I'm saying is, as far as like the ability to continue rapping, his lyrical ability, whatnot, there will never be a day where anybody can out-rap Arsenal. The only person who comes close is Disaster, and I don't even think he's that good as far as being out-rapped, but Arsenal will never be out-rapped. So already attempting to out-rap Arsenal is the wrong tactic to go. Why? Because you're just not gonna match him on that level. You're just not. It's just not gonna happen for you. Also, looking at Arsenal's content, with the way he battles with a lot of aggression. Aside from the fact that he's saying a lot of generic things, a lot of gun bars and whatnot, he battles on a very aggressive level. So I only advise you to match that level if you can, but chances are you're not going to if you're not that kind of battler. And Pat's Day, while he does have the aggression to do it, he didn't in this battle for some reason, and I'm curious as to why, since he used it against Marv 1, which was fantastic. But Pat's Day went the joke route against Arsenal, and that was the wrong tactic to use, and here's why. There are two different styles of joking in rap battles. Number one is jokes. Jokes are made for people to laugh, they're generic, and they can be said to anyone. Here's an example.
Yeah, I'm so nice, I should probably get cash for this shit. But that last verse, y'all at home will probably fast forward it. But even if you think this fella's dope, he got one thing wrong. These ain't bifocals, they're telescopes. And on tonight, I can see just barely the Venus. Look, it's your mom sucking alien penis.
Then there is clowning. Clowning, on the other hand, is specific to that person, and two, it's meant to be funny and insulting. Because understand something, jokes aren't necessarily insulting in a rap battle. Yeah, they are, but at the same time, they're meant to be hilarious. They're meant to be funny. Whereas if a person is getting clowned, you're kind of dissing their entire reputation. It's a form of disrespect delivered as a joke. Here's an example.
See, for you, signing with Puff was like getting fucked by Lexington Steel. But Nestle still squealed like, thanks, Puff, that's one heck of a deal. Singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum diddy-do. But you, oh diddy, till Diddy's done dicking you. So now he begging Puff for a second chance at the game. I'll learn to sing. I'll dance in the rain. At least put me in Danity Kane. Then he make a blog complaining and bitching about different shit. Begging Puff for his walking papers, but Diddy won't let him dip. So now he's back to claiming bad boy and swinging from Diddy's dick. Just to come to battle, this sucker had to get a permission slip. See Ness walk to Brooklyn. See Ness walk home. See Ness braid Sean's hair and fetch Sean's combs. See Ness's ashy kneecaps and scuffed up calves from kneeling down, blowing smoke up Puff's ass. See Ness makes music that's blunt guts trash. So when he played his 2 hits for Puff, Puff passed.
If you can see the differences in between those 2 clips, one could be said to anybody. The other was specifically dealing with Ness. It's all about things that Ness has done and things that Ness could have either potentially have done or just things very specific to Ness, which again makes you look at Ness. It's not like you could diss somebody and say, oh, you're fat. A lot of people are fat. Oh, you're dark-skinned. A lot of people are dark-skinned. But no one has done what Ness has done. A lot of people haven't done that, and therefore, when Solomon is getting at Ness about that, understand something, that Ness is singled out in that crowd now. Because this is all about Ness. Which again is why I think Solomon won that battle, but we'll get there when we get there. So, what Pat Stay should have done in the Arsenal battle is this. You have to beat Arsenal at something Arsenal cannot do. What can't Arsenal do? I'm glad you asked. For some reason, Arsenal is unable to use personals. Just completely unable to do so. If anybody listens to any of Arsenal's battles and whatnot, you will notice that a good 95% of his material is generic. Meaning a good 95% of that can be said to anybody. He can use that in any battle and you wouldn't even know the difference. On the other hand, a good battler will have a good batch of generic lines and a good batch of personals, because what they do is, what a good battler does anyway, is use the generic lines to connect them to the personals and keep cycling through it like that, where you have your generic line, generic line, generic line, personal, 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 then connected to another generic line, but it all flows seamlessly to where you have a fully built round with, you know, some generic punchlines and personals. Because the thing about personals is you never want to get too personal or, you know, the crowd just won't know what you're saying. The tactic here is basically to beat every battler at something they either cannot do or match them with something they can do. And this is where you kind of have to be a little self-conscious about yourself. Because if you know you can't come aggressive and you're battling someone who is aggressive, then you have to find their weak spot. For example, let's look at Kid Twist and Holohan. Holohan cannot do comedy. He even said it himself in his battle against the Thesaurus that he shouldn't have done comedy. Not to say that Holohan can't do comedy when it's clowning, but he can't do comedy as far as like regular jokes and making people laugh. It's just not within his nature. It's not within his skill set to do so. Not saying that it ever will be, but it's just not. On the flip side of things, you have someone like Kid Twist, who's very clever, very witty, but he's able to do comedy, but he cannot come aggressive at all. So what does Kid Twist do? He clowns Holohan. Let's watch.
When I did my first battle and sliced Prolific's throat, you were at home in Dartmouth sniffing coke. Then I did Jump Off to prove our country shit is dope, and you were in a ditch in Calgary sniffing coke. And when I went to Scribble Jam, you were here sniffing coke. You're better than me is a joke.
And in that regard, he was beating him. Why? Because it was specific for Holohan. Not only that, but it was a double-edged sword. Kid Twist was comparing himself to Holohan and making a better case as to why he should stay KOTD champion. If Holohan hadn't come back with...
Cause your rap career is like the ass you get. Fairy tales, the life you live is pretend. See, Holohan's story is straightforward. There is no twist at the end.
Kid Twist may have won that. So, Pat Stay and Arsenal, getting back to that, Pat Stay attempted to kind of walk through his verses and sort of make fun of Arsenal, but again, it's the wrong tactic to use. When you make fun of someone like Arsenal, you not only have to make fun of them, you have to make fun at them. Put it like this. Here's how Pat Stay went at Arsenal.
Arsenal. Ain't a damn man as dark as you. You only beat Disaster because when them lights went out, no one knew who the fuck he was talking to. No. Christ, he could bust off his heat like fuck the police, because if it's Darko, Arsenal's up in a tree. Cops won't find him for shit unless he crumples some leaves and they crack a funny ass joke and he shows a couple of teeth. Wait. Don't get it fucked up. I'm just dissing his physical features. This slithering primitive creature is so thin he could swim in this t-shirt. My girl goes to the beauty salon and asks for a pedicure. Arsenal goes to the beauty salon and asks for the predator. Yo, listen. Hold up.
A lot of people are dark-skinned, a lot of people have dreads, whatever. Now, here's how Hitman Holla went at Arsenal.
Y'all remember when he got on YouTube bluffing? Him and T-Rex going back and forth for about a whole lot of nothing. Arsenal swapping down, he clapped text. I remember like it was yesterday. He said, at the next URL event, I'ma smack Rex. I said, damn, dude might be gangster. I missed this, you shit me. Who was on that card? Smack, Ill, Surf, Ice, Tech, Hollow, and Big T. For some strange reason, I fucking believed them. Not all rappers lie, I mean, well over most of them. Make a long story short, I walked in, spotted both of them. I said, oh shit. I say, oh shit. Anytime now, Arsenal should be approaching him. He should take that angle and smack him that way. In my head, I started coaching him. He turned around, saw Rex, saw me, he did this. Man, I started ghosting him, heart beating fast, he nervous, I'm losing the whole film. I gave him benefit of the doubt, like, baby, he too sober. He don't want to fuck up the battle, so he probably waiting till it's over. We get outside, that's on my mom's children, and nigga wave body every rapper in the...
Now, which is the better tactic? Talking about Arsenal's dreads and the fact that he's dark-skinned, or talking about a situation solely related to Arsenal? Well, it's a no-brainer. We all know who won that battle, right? Hitman Holla. Anyway, point I'm trying to make is this. If you're in a rap battle, know where your strengths and weaknesses are. Know your opponent's strengths and weaknesses. If they're aggressive, have great delivery, but don't use personals, use a bunch of personals. If they have great delivery, but not that good of material, have better material and have a better delivery. If they use a bunch of generic jokes, use a bunch of relevant jokes and point out the fact that you're doing so. A rap battle is not hard. It's all a thinking man's game. You have to kind of strategize how to battle someone in order to get that W. And sometimes you may not get that W, but at least you can go in there having the right mindset in order to battle this person. So that'll do it for me, guys, on the shorter videos and whatnot. Let me know what you guys think about these shorter videos and whatnot, and if you're feeling them. I'm definitely feeling energized about them. Expect an arena vlog coming after this video to explain, why it is that it's kind of difficult to do these videos and whatnot. And I'm out. Peace.